You know, every single move you make, every time you push past a limit you thought you had, well, there's a whole hidden science behind it. Today, we're going to unlock some of those secrets of human performance.
I mean, have you ever really thought about it? How does your body bounce back after a tough workout? Or what's actually happening inside an athlete's body when they shatter a world record? The answers to both of those questions lie right here in the science of human performance. And these aren't just abstract ideas. They get to the very core of what each of us is physically capable of.
So, where do we even begin? Well, we start with the science of movement itself. This is a field that's all about understanding the body's super intricate wiring, its fuel systems, and all the mechanics that just make it work. At its heart, this whole field is about one thing: how our bodies respond and adapt, not just in our day-to-day lives, but especially when we push them to their limits, like in sports and exercise. Now, to really get a handle on this, we need to look at two different but deeply connected fields. You can kind of think of them as the how and the what of human performance. They're really two sides of the same coin. So here you can see them side by side. Think of physiology as the body's blueprint. It studies how all our internal systems work together to keep everything stable and balanced, a state called homeostasis. Then you have exercise science, which is more like the application. It looks at what happens when we stress that blueprint with physical activity, forcing it to adapt, change, and ultimately get stronger. Let's just zero in on physiology for a second. This is the science that answers those really fundamental questions. How does a muscle actually contract? How does your heart know how to pump blood? It's all about understanding the incredibly detailed machinery of life, from the tiniest little molecule all the way up to the whole system. And physiology, wow, it covers every critical system you can think of. Neurophysiology, that's the command center, your brain and nerves sending out all the signals. Then you've got the cardiovascular and respiratory systems. They're like the logistics department, delivering fuel and oxygen where they need to go. And the endocrine system? That's the body's chemical messaging network, using hormones to manage energy, growth, you name it. You really can't improve performance without understanding how all these pieces fit together. And you know what's really fascinating? The impact of pushing these physical systems goes way beyond just the physical. We now know that the stress from physical activity is an incredibly powerful tool for reshaping our mental and emotional states. It can improve your mood, sharpen your focus, and build some serious resilience. It's really all about holistic well-being. Okay, so how does all this amazing knowledge actually move from a textbook or a laboratory into our real daily lives, onto the sports field or into a physical therapy clinic? Well, that path from theory to real-world impact follows three key steps. First, you have to master the science. No shortcuts there. Then, you integrate that knowledge with other fields. And finally, you apply it to create real, evidence-based solutions. We're talking about things like designing a super-specific rehab plan for an athlete that's based on solid principles of muscle physiology and biomechanics. And that integration part, it is absolutely key. This isn't a science that just exists in a bubble. The real breakthroughs happen when experts in physiology and exercise team up with nutritionists, psychologists, and biomechanics specialists. It's a total team sport. Okay, so for anyone out there who's getting inspired by all this, the big question is probably, what can you actually do with it? Let's take a look at some of the really exciting career possibilities this field opens up. The career paths are just incredibly diverse. I mean, you could be the exercise physiologist in a lab analyzing an athlete's oxygen uptake. Or you could be the physical therapist on the ground, literally guiding a patient through their first steps after surgery. Or maybe you're the strength coach in the gym, building the next generation of powerhouse athletes. And these experts, they work everywhere. From bustling fitness centers and high-tech sports clinics to the quiet, focused research labs where the next big breakthrough in human performance is being discovered as we speak. And listen, this field is not standing still, not by a long shot. Technology is completely revolutionizing what's possible, creating entirely new ways for us to apply this science. The future of this field? It's already here. Think about it. Wearable tech gives us 24/7 data on our bodies. Telehealth is breaking down geographical barriers to care, and it's all pointing toward one thing: truly personalized medicine, where your health plan is tailored specifically to your unique biology. So, when you really put it all together, pursuing this science is so much more than just an academic choice. It's really about setting off on a journey of discovery that has a real, tangible impact on people's lives. Here's the bottom line. The ultimate mission here is to take everything we learn about the human body and turn it into practical, actionable strategies that help everyone, from elite athletes to just everyday people, live healthier, more capable lives. Ultimately, the knowledge you gain in this field becomes a toolkit. It's a way to make a truly meaningful difference, not just for one person at a time, but for entire communities all over the world.
So, as we keep unlocking the secrets of the human body, the final question isn't just about what we're capable of today, it's about what we'll be capable of tomorrow. The journey to redefine human potential, it's really just getting started.